You can call me crazy, baby. You just drive me crazy. Hi, welcome to Love Grind. I'm your host, Ebony. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm so glad that you're here. You know what? Matter of fact, I love that you're here. I just want to say before we get started that I am not a licensed therapist, so any advice and tips I give you are just that, tips and advice. You or anybody you know is suffering addiction, please reach out for some professional help. There's nothing wrong with that. And also, sources from tonight, I'm getting from recoveryranch.com. So if you want to go on to recoveryranch.com and get some more content, you're definitely welcome to do that. Hi, Love Grinders. How are you? Thanks for joining me. I come to you with love in my heart. Hey, I hope you had a great week. Mine was great. Let's get right into it. We said this week we're going to do addiction and signs of addiction. And now just remember, if you have some of these signs, doesn't mean you're a love addict. It means that maybe, you're on the verge. They say if you have more than 3 of the listed symptoms, that is your problem. But let's not get too hasty, okay? Let's get right into it, okay? They say if you're experiencing the signs of love addiction, you may base all of your life choices on the desire and search for this perfect relationship. So you focus on everything from wardrobe choices to endless hours at the gym, to engaging in hobbies and other activities that may or may not interest them, to how you involve others in conversations and social interactions. For individuals who are truly seeking a long-term relationship, healthy romantic intensity, the exhilaration of first love is the catalyst that brings about the bonding necessary to sustain an intimate attachment. However, those who are addicted to love crave the rush of first romance, like the honeymoon stage, when you first meet somebody and you can't keep your hands off of them and shit like that. Their relationships never develop beyond this initial, emotionally elevated state. When they are in a relationship, they feel detached, unhappy, restless, irritable, and discontent because of the rush has faded. They were looking for a long-term relationship. When they are not in a relationship, they feel desperate, unworthy, and alone until they find a new potential mate and get to experience the high of falling in love once more. So I guess that's the difference of loving that honeymoon stage, that when it's over, you feel like you're coming down off of a drug, and you seek that exhilaration again by looking for new love. That's messed up. So let's get into the signs of love addiction. Typical signs of love addiction include mistaking intense sexual experiences and new romantic excitement for love. Constantly craving and searching for a romantic relationship. Who has time to do that all the time? I guess if you're an addict, you make time, right? When in a relationship, you're feeling desperate and alone. Inability to maintain an intimate relationship once the newness and excitement have worn off. Finding it unbearable or emotionally difficult to be alone. I hate being alone too, but I've learned how to deal with it. When not in a relationship, compulsively using sex and fantasy to feel the loneliness. Choosing partners who are emotionally unavailable or verbally or physically abusive, and that's never right. Choosing partners who demand a great deal of attention and caretaking, but who do not meet or even try to meet your emotional or physical needs. So just doing it for your high, doing it just so you get off on it. Using sex, seduction, and manipulation to hook or hold on to a partner. Now, these are some of the basic signs of love addiction. They're not all. We'll go over some more next week, but these are the basic ones. So if you're experiencing any of these, maybe you need to reach out for help if you have a friend or family who's willing to talk to you about it. Because it's not good to be so dependent on that rush and that high. Every relationship hits lows, right? And so we have to know logically that that's going to happen. But again, if you're an addict, you're not thinking logically. So I hope you guys are treating each other well and being loving to each other. Really do. And until next week, I'm out. Swear young nigga came from nothing. Say my name in public, I'm the nigga that they fuck with.